Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Taurus today. I have asked my guides and spirit to come through with a message for you that is deeply meaningful and helpful for you this week. And I will get to that message in a second. They had me draw an extra card for you. But I wanted to mention, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I really encourage you to do so that you can stay in constant contact with the information from the other side and from spirit that really helps to guide you forward on your path each week. And they're wanting me to say, plus it's fun. I don't, okay. If you feel compelled to like or comment during any point in this reading, that's always super appreciated. I really love hearing from you. And let's get straight to your reading. We have the theme of newness, of rejecting of the old and going to the new. That's kind of the theme of what's going on with you this week. So let's explain that some more. The Hierophant is the energy around you this week. And this is that old, settled belief. It's funny, actually, because the Hierophant is usually a card that's associated with Taurus because it's so grounded, it's so focused on the tangible realities of the way things are. So the Hierophant is not really someone who dreams. The Hierophant is like, nope, this is the way it is. This is the way it's always going to be. And yep, end of story. It's not a bad energy. It's just kind of a heavier, older energy, older in that it's not flexible anymore. But funnily enough, it's almost like you're rebelling against yourself. You've got the Fool here. You're ready to try something new. You're ready to do a new direction. That old way is somehow feeling stifling. My words were even being stifled there, weren't they? That's the word they just gave me, was stifling. You just feel a little bit stifled and you're ready to try something new. Now, it's interesting because you're ready to try something new, but there's an impulsivity to the way you are navigating through that. So if I do the cards like this, you see that the Fool is looking at this first card here, which is the King of Wands. So a very impulsive sign, is also looking at a fire sign, which is very impulsive. But that's not the direction that your soul is trying to take you. So even in your rebelliousness, you're rebelling against your rebellion. So it's just kind of funny. But let's get into your advice a little bit more. So we've got the King of Wands going off this way, and even though this is what part of you is looking at, kind of going, oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, that looks attractive to me. Let me explain this card a little bit more. This is the card of entrepreneurship. It's the card of confidence and charisma. It's an energy that's a little bit, I want to say bossy, because he knows what he wants. He knows his will, and he's able to just get his will. It's like he walks into a restaurant and smiles at someone and suddenly he's got the best table and he's getting his meal comped for free. Like, it's someone whose presence just opens doors. Someone who has confidence, is not afraid to take risks. And that's very attractive to you this week. But your soul has a different idea for you of what it wants you to do. We've got the Six of Pentacles going into the Queen of Cups, going into the Ace of Pentacles. And the information they just told me was, just hang on a sec, because there's some things that have to be worked out of your energy field before you make that complete leap. So I'm thinking that in the next couple of weeks, maybe they're saying the next 2 months, you're going to have that bigger opportunity to really take that leap and to act out with that fiery energy. But there's some things that have to be resolved in your own energy field and worked on before this opportunity is presented. The other thing they're wanting you to understand is that you don't necessarily have to actively work on this. It's your intuition is guiding you in the direction you need to go. It may not make sense to you right now. It may not make sense to me, although I hope it makes some sense so I can explain it to you. But it's not really going to make sense, but just understand that your intuition is guiding you on a path that's true to you. So I think what would happen is, right now, if you try to take this fiery path, it would literally be like a fireworks. It would go up very quickly and then it will burn out because there's not enough substance to sustain it. Here I see water and I see earth cards, and that's very sympathetic elements for you. Those are the elements that you think that really help you thrive. More earth and water. Water nourishes the earth. The fire can burn it up if it's not ready. And this is another idea that the when fire and earth work well together, it's when earth is supporting the fire, like a campfire. You've got the ground underneath it, and then the fire can be in control. So it's like you're so impatient, you're just wanting that movement, you're wanting this success. And so you're kind of lunging or throwing yourself at this fiery energy. But your soul's like, that's not you. So you can rebel against yourself, that's fine. You can rebel against the Hierophant, but let's make sure that you're still going to make good choices for you that's going to get you where you need to go. So let's actually talk about what those choices are. There's a freedom going on because the Six of Pentacles here is the idea of dependent relationships where one person is taking from another and one person is overgiving. And your soul is saying, you know what, we're moving away from that right now. That's your leap. That's what you're trying to break away from, are those kinds of ties that really limit your freedom and really limit your perspective, because you only see yourself in terms of either what you can give or what you can get. And neither one of those is a full perspective of who you are. And so they're asking you, in a sense, to kind of rebirth that. The Ace of Pentacles could be like the birth of an earth sign. And I think that birth of an earth sign is you. In fact, I don't think it, I know it. This is just coming through right now. I've never read the cards this way. It's like the Queen of Cups is the womb, the waters of the womb, and you're ready to come through there. And you're ready to be birthed out of that intuition, out of that emotion, out of that nourishing feminine energy. You're ready to come out into this Ace of Pentacles. And so they're saying, this is really the direction that makes sense to you. Yeah, it might be nice if something grew fast and was really sparkly, but your path that is in harmony and resonant with you is about the slower growth. And that won't be a surprise to you, I don't think. But again, for some reason this week, you're just feeling impatient and rebellious and you're wanting to push against everything. But understand that your soul that birthed you, this Queen of Pentacles here, your soul that birthed you has you on the path that it wants you to be on. This slower growth, this careful growth that allows you the freedom in the long run to do whatever it is that you want. So you're walking away from, oh, this is so cool. This is just so cool. You're walking away from this kind of child dependence, where a child is dependent on their mother. Your soul gets to rebirth you. So now you belong to yourself. And I'm going to say that again. Now you belong to yourself. And because of that, you can start this new path. And this is the new path to success. Yes, it's going to take some work. That's not anything that's scary for you. You don't mind hard work. But you get to do this in the purity of it being yourself, in the purity of it being aligned with you and no one else. So you get to say exactly, it's like you're calling the shots now. You get to say exactly what you want. And this is the way it's going to grow. And I think for the next 2 months, you're going to feel this, that you're not really, it's almost like you're not making the choices on your path. It's your soul doing it for you. If you're listening, okay, if you allow this impulsiveness and this impatience, this fiery, I can't pick it up, this fiery energy to take over, you're not going to hear the soul. But this soul is speaking pretty loud to you. Your intuition is speaking pretty loud to you right now. So trust it, go with it. It's got a bigger plan for you. You're trying to shortcut it, and that's not you. That's all I have to say. That's just not authentically you. So the quicker you allow yourself to go through this birthing process of becoming yourself, of becoming your true self without all of these effects, impulses, ties, what's another word, guys? Obligations. Without all these obligations to other people, if you really allow yourself to go through that rebirth, I just feel like it's going to move pretty fast, because water flows and water flows through earth, and that's what gets the earth moving more so than the fire. The fire is going to burn it up, but the water is going to get that earth moving. So this is really kind of an exciting message. If it wasn't clear or you have some questions, please reach out in the comments. You're also very much invited to check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. There is a new awesome program called the Phoenix Path program for those of you that are ready to self-actualize, become your true self, and grab onto that success that's truly yours. This path is open for you if you'd like to check it out. Again, and there's links in the description below. So I will very happily see you next week. And until then, have a good one.